Hey everyone, how are you doing? I hope you are doing absolutely well. My name is Namu and you are watching Vocabulary Practice with Namu. Today in a video I am just going to tell you how I learn English speaking, what method, what technique that I always follow to be a good speaker, to be a fluent English speaker. I am not telling you that I am expert, but whatever I have learned from my journey, English speaking journey. So today I am going to share my process, my method, because if I can capable for speak English, you can also. So just try to follow these steps. These steps really help you a lot while learning English speaking. So without wasting so much time, let's dive into the video. First of all, just try to understand if someone is telling you that you can learn English speaking within a 7 days, within a 10 days. I just want to tell you that is not going to be happen. It is just a coincidence that you can maybe you can speak English, but it is not to be a persistent. So always remember that in learning English speaking is a process. It takes time. So you just need to remember that whatever the time you are starting your English speaking journey, just remember that you need patience because it takes time. It is a process. So you can learn how to speak English day by day, but it takes time. It takes more than 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, but it depends upon you how much sincere you are. If you really want to speak English, no one can stop you. But remember one thing, that you don't need to be short tempered. You just need to remember that you need so much patience because it takes time. Sometimes you are very irritating that why I am not capable for speaking English, but you just need to remember that it takes time. So you just need to follow the process or method whatever I am going to tell you in this video. That will really help you a lot. First of all, I just want to tell you, because I don't know so much content about English. So I have read so many things. So I realize that if I really want to speak in English, I need so much content in English. So I always try to find ways where I can got so much English content. First of all, I try to listen podcast. So I don't know which podcast I really love to listen. So I try so many podcasts, but my favorite podcast is Mr. Ankur Wariku, Voice with Wariku. It is a Google podcast is a audible online, so you can try also Mr. Ankur Wariku, Voice with Wariku. It's a podcast I always listen. I am still listen. I never skip a single podcast from Mr. Ankur Wariku. Because why I am connect with Mr. Ankur Wariku? Because I really feel that it is like me, because I am also try so many things to learn, and in his past he learned so many things. He did so many failures, then he realized that whatever the technique he implement himself to be a very famous. So I really connect myself with Mr. Ankur Wariku, and I really want you that you can also try to listen podcast. But I know in initial stage of creating a habit of listening, that you can listen so many time, it is not easy for you. So I just want to tell you, try with small time frame, means at least for 30 seconds, 60 seconds or 1 minute. So that really help you to create a habit of listening, and one day by day you can improve yourself and you can enjoy the process of listening. So always try to listen any podcast, any audible, that is really depend upon you, which interest you have. Second things I always follow, that I read a book. I am always try to read a book, but I am not a good reader. I am not a good reader, because whenever I try to read any book, I just read one page and I really feel bored. I really feel bored. But I realize that if I want to learn English speaking, if I want that I can speak English with a better way, So I need so much English word, I need so much English content. So reading also help you a lot. While you are reading something, your mind can take so many words inside their mind. So it is better for you, because when you are starting to speak something in English, the reading you always try, that also help you to remember the words. So whenever you are try to speak in English, that words come in your mind, so you can speak better way. So always try to read anything. But remember one thing, initial stage of reading is not easy for you at all. So what you have to do, you have to use is small steps. Means if you are reading any newspaper, just try to read headlines. But remember one thing, if you don't know what is the meaning of that word, you need to write in a notebook, and you have to search in Google in any dictionary, and you have to written the mean answer of that word also. So always try to improve your vocabulary also. That really help you, because without vocabulary you don't say anything, because vocabulary, so many vocabulary makes a sentence, and that really help you when you are starting to talk with someone. So always try to read, to try to make a habit of reading. Third thing I just want to tell you, try to practice daily use sentence. Daily use sentence is the best way. If you don't know how to start, you can start to practice daily use sentence. You just need to practice, you just need to practice daily use sentence. You have to speak loudly with daily use sentence. That really help you. At least you can understand what is the sentence structure, in what way you have to speak. I mean to say, how are you, that is daily use sentence. So you can understand, you need to say how are, and then you have to say you. So just try to practice daily use sentence, that really help you a lot. First, and one more important thing, try, if you really like any sports channel, try to watch a sports channel with English commentary. If you really like any movies, any YouTube channel, try to watch with English subtitles. That really help you a lot, and it is really helped me a lot. I am not talking about in initial stage of learning English, it is not easy for me also, but I tried every time, because I know if I grasp so much English content inside me, that really helped me a lot. And one more thing I always try, that is I talk to myself. Whenever I have time, whenever I am thinking, I am just try to think in English. But how can I think in English? Because I read so much content in English. I listen so much content in English. So that really helped me to think in English. So if you want to think anything about any place, any incidents happened with you, try to think in English. That really help you to improve your English speaking, because when you are thinking in English, you definitely speak in English. But I am not talking about that in 1 day, in 2 day, in 3 day you can be fluent in English. No, it takes time. It is a process. So just try to enjoy the process. Don't take so much stress. Don't take so much harsh over you that you can't capable. You can capable. If I can speak in front of you, you can also. But you have to practice English speaking. And most importantly, you have to practice English speaking. You have to speak English in front of anyone, in front of the mirror. You are alone. You just need to practice speaking. I am not talking about in first day you are going to speak very fluently. No, but try with small words, try with small sentence, try with a small paragraph. That really help you to improve your English speaking, because if you are not practicing English speaking, how can you capable for speaking in English? If you are not speaking, if someone is telling you that you have to speak in front of them, and you never practice speaking in English in alone, how can you do this? So if you are not practicing anything, how can you think that you can speak in English within a moment? No, it is not going to be happen. It takes time. You need to practice very hard. You need to Practice English speaking every single day with sincere effort. You have to be consistent. You don't need to skip any single day. Maybe initial stage you take pauses, you are forget everything. You are forget that what you have to say again, what you have to say next. But it's okay. You don't need to think that why what others say. Maybe they are laughing over you. It is okay. It is a process. Everyone can face this process. I am also the victim of this process. But I will definitely tell you, if you overcome these fears, if you overcome that someone is laughing you, definitely you can speak a better version. You can show a better version of yourself and you can speak English very fluently. I hope that you like my content. If you like, please subscribe my channel and also click the like button and also share with your friends and family. That's all in this video. Do take care of yourself. Till then, bye bye. Jai Hind. Jai Bharat.